Okay, is the screen is visible? Hello? Hello? Gaganash, screen is visible? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Screen is also visible? Now? Is it visible?
Sir.
Okay. Okay, so in the last class we have discussed the Coulomb's law, right? And also the superposition if we have n number of point charges located at a distance r1, r2, r3 like that up to n number of point charges, we have discussed the force, is it not? Okay, so the superposition of the superposition theorem which is applied to for n number of point charges, so which is k equal to 1 to n, okay, qk into r minus rk, so this divided by magnitude of r minus rk whole cube. So this is what we have discussed, right? So now today we will discuss so one more quantity, so that is electric field intensity. So this Coulomb's law is related to this electric field intensity, and also we can able to find the electric field intensity or electric field strength due to the point charge, even single point charge, or if we have n number of charges, we can able to find what is the field strength. Okay, so electric field strength, that is E. Okay, so this electric field strength, so it is related with respect to force also. So we can define this electric field strength as the force per unit charge, that is F by Q. Okay, it is a force per unit charge. So whenever the charge is placed in a region, it will produce an electric field. Okay, so the electric field intensity or electric field strength, so which is a force per unit charge when placed in an electric field. Okay, so that is what electric field strength. So even we can define this whenever the limit q tends to 0, so that is F by Q. So for this one, Q should be always greater than 0. So when, so to find out the direction of this electric field, so if I want to find out the direction of electric field, Q should be greater than 0. Okay, so then the direction of this electric field, it is same as that of the direction of force. Okay, so whenever the force is measured due to some charge, so wherever the direction of force it will be there, in the similar direction the electric field strength will be also there. So now this electric field strength, it is measured in newtons per coulomb, or it can be measured also in volts per meter. So that we will see how this unit came. Okay, so when we discussed in material medium, we'll come to know. So for time being, you can use this, it is newtons per coulomb. Okay, as per this relation, so we can take force per charge, that is nothing but newtons per coulomb. So now if we have the point charge q which is located at a distance r. Okay, so if the point charge q in coordinate system, if I take, okay, so if it is located at a distance r, say for example, sorry, this is r, if it is located at a distance r, now if I want to find out the field produced due to this charge, okay, the electric field which is produced due to this charge, and I want to measure at point, so r2 r maybe, so you can take it as r dash also. Okay, so you can take r dash or r2, whatever it is. So if I want to measure the electric field strength, so it is at distance r, I can take it as r1. So now I want to find out the electric field strength due to this charge at position r1. Okay, so then what we can able to find, so from this we can find out the electric field, which is given by q into, that is r minus r1, so this divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus r1 whole cube. So that is nothing but, so if you just take the force due to this charge and divide by this charge, so then you will get the electric field strength. Okay, so if I just calculate the force due to this charge at this point, it is nothing but whatever the force which will calculate it, so q into q, so it is q square. So if I place the test charge here, so if I place the test charge same as q, so then it will become q square. So if I want to find out the electric field strength, f by q, if you do that one, you will get the electric field strength. Okay, so now if I place some n number of charges, okay, like this, if this is q1 and this is q2 and similarly this is q3, like that. Now if I want to find out the electric field strength at this point due to all of these charges, okay, that is q1 q2 q3, like that, so then we can use the superposition theorem and we can try to write so the electric field strength at point r. So okay, so now I can take at point r, so if I want to find out the electric field strength at point r due to q1 q2 q3 and so on, okay, and so on, so at distance r1 r2 r3, like that. So if I want to find out the electric field strength due to the n number of charges, okay, so now I can find out the electric field strength due to these charges using the superposition theorem again. So that is given by E equal to q1 into r minus r1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus r1 whole cube. Okay, similarly q2 r minus r2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus r2 whole cube, and similarly like that up to n number of charges. Okay, so now we can simplify this one, so we can take that 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught common, okay, from this, and summation k varies from 1 to n. Okay, so the k varies from 1 to n, qk into r minus rk divided by r minus rk whole cube. Okay, so this is what the electric field strength which is calculated due to n number of point charges. Okay, so this is about the electric field strength. So is it understood? Any doubt in this? Hello, is it understood? Any doubt? Anybody? Asma, understood? Hello, Deepika,
Got, sir.
got it?
Sir.
Okay. Is there any problem in viewing the writing? Hello?
Sir.
Better with pen and
Yeah, that I know, but I'm setting up that in home. So today you can manage that.
okay.
So now there is no problem in writing also, no? Now, as of now. Hello?
No, sir.
Okay. So now this is about the electric field strength. So now we'll do one problem. Both we can find out the force and electric field strength due to some two or three charges. Okay. So now we can take, so the point charges. Okay, point charges, that is 5 nanocoulomb and minus 2 nanocoulomb, which are located, so this is located at the point 2 comma 0 comma 4, and this is located at minus 3 comma 0 comma 5. Okay, now you have to find out, so the force on a 1 coulomb 1 nanocoulomb point charge, 1 nanocoulomb point charge. Okay, so which is located, this is located at a distance, that is at the coordinate 1 minus 3 comma 7. Okay, so you have to find out the force which is exerts on 1 nanocoulomb point charge from these two charges which are located respectively at these coordinates. Okay, and also you need to find out the electric field. Okay, find the electric field at point 1 comma minus 3 comma 7. Okay, so find the electric field E at 1 comma minus 3 comma 7, so which is located at, the charge is located at this point is 1 nano coulomb. Okay, so now this is the problem, so we can use the superposition theorem. So to find out the force, we know the force equation which is given by summation, so even 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught you can take outside. Okay, 1 over 4 pi epsilon or q, which is q by 4 pi epsilon naught summation k equal to 1 comma 2, because there is two charges. Okay, q k into r minus rk, so this divided by r minus rk whole cube. Okay, so now you can substitute this one k value, so which is given by q into q1 r minus r1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus r1 whole cube plus q into q2 r minus r2, so this divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus r1 r2 whole cube. Okay, so this is what we need to find out. Okay, so you can find out by taking the constant, that is q 4 pi epsilon naught is const, that is both that in both the terms it is common, you can take out that and you can substitute the values. Okay, r minus r1 divided by r minus r1 whole cube plus q2 into r minus r2, so this divided by r minus r2 whole cube. Okay, so now substitute the values. What is the q? So we need to find out the force on 1 nanocoulomb, that is 1 into 10 power minus 9 divided by, so 4 pi, so epsilon naught we can write down 10 power minus 1 by 36 pi. Okay, so now we can find out the other values. The q1 is 5 nanocoulomb, 5 into 10 power minus 9. So now r is the location of 1 nanocoulomb, that is 1 comma minus 3 comma 7, and 5 nanocoulomb is, that is located at 204. Okay, and minus 2 nanocoulomb is located at minus 3 comma 0 comma 5. So now you can substitute the r position vector is due to 1 nanocoulomb, that is 1 comma 3 comma minus, so 1 minus 3 comma 7 minus, so r1 is, so this is we can take it as q1 and q2. Okay, so the position vector due to this one. Okay, so that is, so 1 comma minus 3 comma plus 7, so this is plus 7 minus, so r1 is 2 comma 0 comma 4. Okay, so this divided by r minus r2, that is minus 1 minus 3 comma 7. Okay, minus r2 is 2 comma 0 comma 4, this magnitude whole cube. So this magnitude how we will take, using the distance formula, x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square plus z minus z1 whole square, square root of that one, so that you have to write it down. Okay, so we'll write one more step for that. Again plus here minus 2 into 10 power minus 9, so this is 2 nanocoulomb into the position vectors you can write 1 comma minus 3 comma 7, okay, minus the position vector of 2 nanocoulomb is minus 3 comma 0 comma 5, okay. So this divided by the magnitude of this one, that is 1 comma minus 3 comma 7 minus minus 3 comma 0 comma 5, so this whole cube. Okay, so this is what we need to find out, the whole the thing it is there, the bracket. Okay, so now we can find out uh, first one, what is the vector which is given. So now we can find out this one. So what is the distance vector which is coming? So that is square root of, so 1 minus 2 whole square plus minus 3 minus 0 whole square plus 7 minus 4 whole square. So this is a first distance vector. Okay, that the distance between the first charge and the 1 nanocoulomb charge. So the configuration also you can write it. Okay, so maybe the q1 is located here or 5 nanocoulomb, and 2 nanocoulomb is located here, q2. So now the force exert on 1 nanocoulomb you have to find out. Okay, so like this. So in different coordinates it will be there. So now we have to find out the force which is exerted from this and as well as this. Okay, so we have to find out the resultant force. So that is what we are doing by using the superposition theorem. Okay, so now this is a first one, so this distance vector, so how much it will give? Square root of 1 minus 2 means minus 1 minus 2 whole square is minus 1 square plus minus 3 whole square plus 7 minus 4 it is 3 whole square. So this will give square root of 1 plus 9 plus 9, so which is nothing but 9 plus 9 18, it is square root of 19. So this is, we can substitute square root of 19 whole cube, or we can write it as 19 power 3 by 2. Okay, and similarly we can write this one, the distance vector of this one, so which is nothing but square root of, so 1 minus of minus 3 which is plus 3, 1 plus 3 whole square plus minus 3 minus 0 whole square plus, so 7 minus 5 whole square. So now this we can write it as, so 1 plus 3 4, 4 whole square is 16 plus minus 3 whole square is 9 plus 7 minus 5 2, 2 whole square is 4. So which is nothing but the square root of 25 plus 4 29. Okay, so this is what the distance vector which is due to second charge. Okay, now we can substitute that one. So if I substitute, you can see here this 10 power minus 9 will get cancel each other, and this one 4 pi and 9 36 pi, so it is 4 9s it will go. So if I just take this one numerator, it will give 9. Okay, and 10 power minus 9 if I take common, so it will be having common term. So now what is available? It is 5 into, so now you can subtract this one, the vector, that is 1 minus 2 which is equal to minus 1, minus 3 minus 0 which is nothing but minus 3, okay, and 7 minus 4 which is nothing but 3. Okay, and similarly here, so we can substitute the distance, that is the distance vector, or finding out the distance between these two charges, that is 19 power 3 by 2, okay, or square root of 19 cube, and here minus 2 into, so substitute or take the difference, it is 1 minus of minus 3, it is 4 comma minus 3 comma 7 minus 5, it is 2, and the distance vector is 29 power 3 by 2. Okay, so this is what the simplification. So now you can find out the resultant one. So now find out the resultant one. Okay, so 9 into 10 power minus 9, this into So now you can divide this, and you can 5 by 19 power 3 by 2, you can divide this, so it may give, so you can check it, 0.108, and so this is 1 over 19 power 3 by 2, it is nothing but 0.108. Or you can calculate what is 5 by 19 power 3 by 2, just calculate it and tell me.
Sir, 0.6060, sir.
0.60
0.060.
060. So this is what this ratio, no, 5 by 19 power 3 by 2, right? Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, minus this 2 by 29 power 3 by 2, do that ratio.
0.012, sir.
0.012 into 4 comma minus 3 comma 2. Okay, so now we can 10 power minus 9, keep it as it is, we can put it in terms of the force, in terms of nanonewton. Okay, so now we can multiply this 9 and this term to this vector, and 9 and this term to this vector. So what you will get? So 9 into 0.060, what is the value?
0.54, sir.
Okay, 9 into 0.06, it is 0.054 or 0.54.
0.54, sir.
Okay, 0.54. So this into 1 comma minus 3 comma 3 minus 9 into 0.012. What is the value? 9 into 0.012. 0.108.
0.108. 108.
Okay. So now we have two vectors. Okay, which is nothing but 0.54 into 1, which is 0.54 in the direction of AX. Okay, minus 3 into 0.54, so that is in the direction of AY. Okay, so you do it that one, or you can multiply these two and write it in terms of AX, AY and AZ. Here also it is AX, AY, AZ. So this one, and write, give the result of this. So 0.54, you multiply this one, so what you will get? 0.54 AX cap minus 3 into 0.54, it is
1.62.
1.62.
1.62
Sir,
AY.
minus 0.54, sir.
This one,
Yes, sir. Minus 1, minus 3, 3.
see, yeah, this one is minus 1, no? So minus 1 and this is minus. Okay, so this one, the Z component, again it is plus 1.62 AZ. Okay, so this is again you multiply 4 into 0.108, so it is minus 0.408 AX. Okay, so minus into minus it will become plus, so it is 0.30, so it is it is 0.432. Is 0.324. Is it correct? In AY direction, minus
Yes, sir.
it is 0.216 AZ. Is it not? So now correspondingly you add the components, which is AX, AY and AZ. What you will get? So that is what your force in terms of nanonewton. Okay. So 0.54 minus 0.54 minus 0.43, how much it is? It is minus 2,
0.972, sir.
yeah, 0.972 AX and AY is minus 1.62 plus 0.324, around it is 1.2 it will come. Again it is minus only because this is magnitude is higher, this is minus 1.2. What is the another decimal? You write it plus this one, 1.62 minus 0.26, 216. What is the second value in AY direction?
9, sir. 96.
Minus 1.296.
Yes, sir.
944.
Okay, so Z component
1.404, sir.
404 AZ. This is nano Newton. So this is what your force. Okay. So now we need to find out the electric field at this point. Okay. So now we have to find out the part B, which is we have to find out electric field at 1 comma minus 3 comma 7. So now at this point the charge which is located is 1 nanocoulomb. So now at this point we have already find out the force. So this is what the force. Okay. So now if I want the force, if I want the electric field at this point, so just force by at that point what is the charge it is there, that will give your electric field at this point. Okay. So now just you take the force, you divide by the 1 nanocoulomb charge which is located at this point, you will give the electric field at this point. So now you can, so what is the charge at this point? It is 1 nanocoulomb. We have force, so which is given by this one, so divided by 1 nanocoulomb, that is minus 0.972 AX minus 1.296 AY, okay, plus 1.404 AZ. Okay, so this into nanocoulomb, no? So this is nano Newton, 10 power minus 9. So this divided by 1 nanocoulomb, 1 into 10 power minus 9. So this 10 power 9 minus 9 and this 10 power minus 9 will get cancel each other. So the electric field which is given by the vector which is given here. So this is the vector which is given as the electric field, or the electric field produced due to this charge at this point is nothing but this one, that is minus 0.972 AX minus 1.296 AY plus 1.404 AZ. So this is what the electric field strength is produced due to this charge at this point. Okay. So this is what you will get how to find out the force and electric field strength due to the 2 or 3 point charges. Even if I add one more point charge, so to this one, so you can again one more term it will come Q3 into R minus R3 by R minus R3 whole. So like that you can have n number of point charges and you can able to get it that the force and electric field strength at that point. Okay. So this is what we need to find out, and one more problem we can able to do. So okay, so that it will take some time. So we will stop here only, and we will do one more problem or one or two problem based on this, and again we will move to the different charge configurations. So because it is convenient to write in paper, so that's why I will do it. If possible, I'll take some extra time on Monday. Okay, so we'll stop here for today, and we'll do it on Monday. Okay. So is it understood today's problem? Any doubt?
So can you show the question once, sir?
Yeah. So the question, so you can try out one problem if possible. I'll post in our group. Try out that. We will see. And this is what how the problem can be solved. Okay.
Question, sir, that not solution.
Which one? Which for which question?
This question only, sir.
You want question?
Yes, sir.
I have stated in the starting itself. No. Hmm?
Yes.
So see, this is a question. 2 point charges are, so which is 5 nanocoulomb and minus 2 nanocoulomb, which are located at this point, that is 2 comma 0 comma 4 and minus 3 comma 0 comma 5. So first one, you need to find out the force on 1 nanocoulomb point charge at this location, which is located at this location. Second one, find the electric field at this point itself. This is what the question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we'll stop here and we will take some extra class if possible on Monday itself. Okay. So is it fine? Today's problem understood? Electric field strength and force. Anybody has any doubt? Hello? Rakshit, understood?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Maulya,
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Bhaveshri,
Yes, sir. Understood.
Hariprasad.
Understood, sir.
Okay, then we'll stop here and we'll continue in the Monday's class. Okay. So we can leave.